We have been in the woods all day, so I don't record. But all the parts did come in today that we could get for this, and it's smoky and nasty in here. I blew off all the mud from my tractor. I just gotta wash it, then I can park it. So what we're working on here is, yes, our workbench is disgusting, but you have that in the shop. Anyways, this was the old box that protected the whole hydraulic hoses and electrical in the center of the tractor from getting smashed. It did its job. Problem is, this is now obsolete.
Well, yes, they made a different
They made a new style, but it was $600, and we have to get some more brackets to make it work. So we're gonna do it the cheap way.
Yeah, how many you want?
And so we cut the box, that section right there off, and we're straightening some stuff here. And this.
Okay, yeah, as soon as I get done, I'll be home.
All right, Christoph's phone calling. That made it on YouTube, Christoph.
Did it?
Anyways, this right here was the box sidewall. It did its job at least. Yes. It saved the drive shaft from smashing everything. Ferdy opened that because we were making a new sidewall for this off a plate from our old excavator, the John Deere one from
the cab.
From inside the cab. That thing is
I don't need it.
That excavator don't need it. That's wrong, Christoph.
Well, I just want to cut it.
So this plate had some paint on it, so when we heated it to bend it into a 90, because we're making this lip right here for this side, it stunk. So we're making it work with what we got, and that way we don't have to spend $600 on a box.
I'm gonna send the other one back.
Yep. The other one doesn't have the box. I just had the torches on it.
Yeah, the other one also was shorter.
So the other one, we can just grab it. Look at these tires, Christoph.
I know, they're bald.
But they're still living on. Trello boards right there. Anyways, this is the box that we got.
See the problem.
And it's not as high, but we don't like how it doesn't have a bottom. And I think they changed it because they probably didn't like putting it on.
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know.
But that literally defeats the purpose of it being a box to catch the drive shaft when it drops. So when it spins around, it doesn't do more damage. So we're just gonna fix it this way.
Send this back. Not a big deal.
A little too much. Well, we'll retrofit it. We've done much bigger projects than this.
Right.
This is like simple work.
Yeah, just don't have time to do the work.
No, we are in the sugar woods. We added on some taps. Once it's all set up, we'll know how many it is, but right now we have honestly no clue. Yeah. But yeah, I'll say that when we get there, but it ain't done yet. Yeah. Well, we're in the shop. It's been a while since I recorded, and yeah, just been a while. Lots of woods work, huge windstorm stuff. I got a little bit of recording stuff of that coming anyways. But this will probably be another very short video just of this tractor, but we're starting to put it back together. And I did show you that we were working on this box, and I have new nuts here. I'm trying to not lose those. So I rebuilt this box. I think I recorded a little bit of like showing what we had to do. We got that bent. Everything's good. That saved us $600. So that all works. That'll go back in there. So the drive shaft has a box around it again. So we have the back, this thing on here. We just have to actually screw it on, or bolt it on, I mean. And Christoph changed the gasket. Just the one gasket, Christoph? You changed the one gasket on the front? For that. You changed the rear seal. That's in there. And he changed the gasket for the plate that goes around the crankshaft seal. And he re-siliconed the bottom where the oil pan meets that plate. But he did that while I didn't have the camera up here. But that's just how this is going. we were waiting to actually work on this because parts were taking a little bit. And then once we found out we couldn't even get the right box anymore, we had to take a little bit of time to rebuild it. But he's making a wood stove fire real quick. And we'll keep moving. We got the back part on. And then we've just got the dampener put on right here. It's kind of weird that, how many bolts is it? It's 6 bolts, like this all the way around. 4 of them are an 18 millimeter socket, then 2 of them are 19 millimeters. Kind of weird. It's the exact same thread and everything, just 2 of the heads are different. Is what it is. That shaft, when it came around, it did, I'm pretty sure, dent the bottom of the exhaust a little bit, and it's gonna stay dented. We gotta place the bottom of the panel in first. That way it's underneath the drive shaft, because you guys forgot that last time, didn't you? To put the bottom of the panel in, and then it was a pain for them to get in there.
Well, we got it in.
But we're gonna do that first this time, and then we'll put the drive shaft in. It's gonna get Loctite this time, and maybe properly tightened actually. I have a very good feeling that 2 of the bolts probably didn't get tightened enough. And that's what it will get tightened this time.
Maybe not.
Anyways, we'll get it figured out and fixed. At least it didn't dent or anything the drive shaft. The U-joints took the... You have new bolts, right?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Never mind.
I'm just learning this editing software. I don't know how to do everything yet. And now I gotta learn how to edit out his... yeah. Anyways. This right here, no bueno. So it didn't dent this, so we're good there on balancing wise. And I gotta find the other half of that drive shaft, but it can't be too far. It didn't roll away or drive away. And then I guess I can take this box apart. It goes in one way. You know which way because it hit on the back, but it has this little extra steel strapping, maybe so it's heavier duty. So when this happens, it falls off and hits it. Because if it would have fell off the front, it technically would have stopped doing everything. It wouldn't have flung around because the transmission would have stopped driving, because it needs the engine to rotate that side. So it would have just stopped. But because the engine side stayed on and the transmission came off, it went swinging. So we'll put that in there like so. Just like that. And that way it's in there. So this is how we repair a broken bolt. We don't need the U-joint or anything, like I was saying, or the bolts. We have new bolts. Someone's gonna complain about their safety glasses.
I know they will. What's a sledgehammer?
How does the sledgehammer even come to helping with this problem?
Okay, that'll fix.
See, you don't always need a sledgehammer.
Just a big hand. Alright, new bolts.
He needs the purse.
Put the new ones in.
We replaced both U-joints. The engine side one is brand new too, but just in case, it's got new bolts. The other ones, the heads got a little bit hit. Just to be safe. We put new bolts on. They got Loctite this time. It's a good one. And now we can put the drive shaft in. Well, this is the drive shaft. Which side did you just do? You just did this side, right?
Yeah.
Well, this side's the front, because that side, we just put this back together and then forgot which side's which. But this side was on the engine side. I know it is because we just did it. But and this side took the beating. You can see right here.
Okay, let's put this
Well,
back on.
slap. Nice. You can see this is the old part that was on the transmission input, and it is broken.
Hello. Now we can stick that panel in there.
Yep. This is 100% secure this time. Tight. It has Loctite on all 16 bolts. Yeah, as Christoph stated with his amazing vocabulary skills from 6th grade. No, we're not too far. No. That can go on now. All we have on is a drive shaft. You need the plate that's right there. It's on the.
Okay, yeah, that's the piece I was looking for.
You're looking for that. No, we're not too far along. Last time you guys were complaining, you were rushing. But yes, this video will not be with this tractor running, but like I've said, it's just, I slow down making videos around Christmas and around December and January just because I do. And then we'll pick back up in the spring again like normal, but you know, it's good sometimes to slow down on it. I got other stuff to do too.
So it goes in like just like this.
Exactly like that. So that plate that you have right there, we have to come in from underneath the drive shaft.
Yeah.
You want to give it to me?
Yeah.
So this plate goes in.
This plate sucks.
I might want to scrape the oil off that first, honestly. Anyways, it goes in like this underneath, and I can't record it because I need both hands to do this. Now I'm gonna clean that plate that he just had. So you see Christoph with his best tool.
I told you.
So when that crap went around, that bracket right above
Not too bad.
the exhaust clamps onto that box, and when that box took a nice,
It must have swung it.
it ripped out a little.
Go down a little bit more.
It's rounded, so you gotta. Oh, it's going. You might need to almost twist it with the adjustable. Might be better. No, you just more hammer. And then the whining that you hear, like the buzz, the sound, is Marcus and Hannes wood splitting back there with the little electric wood splitter. I don't know if the camera's picking up that buzzing sound in the background, but if it is, that's what it is.
Okay, that's not bad.
All right, I got that panel scraped up as good as I can.
You gotta tighten these bolts up too. Some of these bolts are loose. Most of the bolts.
I don't know why, we've never touched those.
Right, we never touched those. Well, we'll try to tighten it a little bit.
Oh, my screen
Yeah.
was fuzzy. Alrighty, well, we're gonna put the panels in that go here. I gotta put that one that goes under in now.
Which one do you want to do first?
I gotta put the underneath one in, and then you gotta put the one that goes on top, the big one I just cleaned.
Okay, yep.
And then we can go there with the box. The box sucks. Well, we're trying to put this in. Now one of the, whoa, you got this bolt catching. Let me take this bolt out. We tried to put all the bolts and nuts back where they go because we're about as bad as the next guy with trying to know where they go again after. It'll kind of show what we're working on there. These steel lines. Oh, hit it. There. Wait, right here. Yep. I don't know if this goes above or below this.
Above.
Okay, there we go.
I'm just gonna line it up and it's still not lining up. Still sketching this.
No, nothing.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna come back up. I'm gonna go behind this frame.
There?
Oh yeah, sit.
No, it has to bolt on the side here to this frame.
Yeah, I was gonna pick it up.
You good?
Yeah, now we're good. Yep.
There. I think the camera saw us
Struggling.
Now you gotta put that guy on right there. That is probably just to give you more work, but you know, it belongs on there. And
Yeah, I think it has to come up.
maybe it helps keep that front panel sturdy.
Safe.
And I don't know, it helps the dampener and the flywheel maybe just not get, I don't know. It's on there, we're putting it back on. We at least saw that the box is a necessity, and Tim was telling Christoph of a guy years ago. They did basically the same job we did, but they didn't put the box back in, and bolts came loose just like they did on us. And basically every single thing you see right here,
it went for a spin.
Yeah, it went for a rip. They had to replace all the hydraulic lines, the electrical wiring.
You can see that this thing would spin a shitload.
Yeah, because the only thing stopping it from hitting is the air filter stuff, which sits up here, so that sucker can get some angle on it, and then
especially if it was wide open, imagine that.
Yeah, at least Hannes was coming down a hill.
He was going slow.
And he was probably doing like 8 miles an hour, just going slow, right when it broke. So he got pretty fortunate. And I mean, as soon as you hear it, you turn the key off. But these case tractors, at least this model, or this one, it takes probably like 10 seconds before it actually shuts off. You turn the key off, and there's probably a good 10 seconds before it actually shuts the tractor off, because it's gonna turn this. What is this called?
The good thing is this thing throws it into park manually, Adam.
What do you mean?
It just throws it in park. It doesn't put it in neutral. Like if you don't have it in park, like I think the power shifts, the older ones.
Yeah. Oh, I keep rolling. Well, yeah, this tractor, as soon as it shuts off, goes into park.
Yeah, but there's
the old ones. Well,
the old ones, even like the 89s, I think.
The 8940s, like the classic ones, the Magnums that people love. Which
I don't think they go into neutral.
No, because our neighbor, I don't think they want their name said of what, because but they had a guy spreading manure, and they watch these videos, but I'm not going to say who it is because it's not my thing. But they had a guy spreading manure, and tractor stalled on him with a full load of manure and a triaxle, and it was on a steep hill, and as soon as it stalled, it went into neutral. It has no brakes on it, no parking brake, and it rolled that tractor once or twice. I can't remember. But yeah, at least the newer tractors, they normally always go into park for situations like that. You never know when you can stall a tractor. But the older models, it's just the way they were plumbed up and designed. They didn't
go. Had a power shift. You had to put it in back and power.
A manual part.
Manual part.
But these ones is
like even our John Deere.
The 70, yeah, but I think the 7600 has brakes if it shuts off.
Yeah, but no park.
Yeah.
It stays neutral. It's stalled.
So, I know my tractor will go into park when the key shuts off, because Marcus was riding with me once.
And with me. He did it to me too.
And he was sitting on our lap, and his feet were dangling. He was about Henry's size, and his foot hit the key, and my face almost hit the windshield. Yeah, Marcus, you remember that? No? You did it to your daddy too once.
Well, he was on the floor.
With you?
Yeah,
oh, he was sitting on
and he pushed the parking brake up.
Oh, there on the 8480, there is a manual parking brake on the left.
They locked that motherfucker right up.
But it doesn't hold, it doesn't have a button. It's kind of just like a safety park brake in those. I don't understand it, but there's no button to hold it in park on those levers. But he pulled the lever on Christoph and he hit the key on me. So, anyways, I'm gonna put the camera down. Enough yapping. Yapping?
You gotta fix the ground.
Yes, so that throughout the year we have had, I got the bolt here, but I can't do it left-handed sideways. The temperature gauge doesn't work on this for the last couple months now. We had Champlain Valley here. It's a known issue that occurs on these MX 200, 200, 285, like that range.
No, the 200, 220s, 240s.
The range of these tractors, whatever they did. Anyways, so normally it's always a ground problem, they said. Sometimes it can be the dash. And they ran new grounds from the dash all the way down, some other ones, clean grounds. I changed the temperature sensor, didn't fix it. And then this time, and it still doesn't work, so we have it disconnected now all year. We just make sure it's always blown out and good. And when we take this apart this time, there's a ground wire from this wiring harness that connects onto the air filter, and the wire's still up there. But this wire, when I took it apart, I unbolted it there. Normally that should be on here. There was one strand right here that was connected. Literally one strand. So that's why it would still read, but as soon as you turn the lights on, it would make the temperature just keep climbing. And then at the end, we had to disconnect it because it would just always let the temperature keep climbing. And I'm pretty sure this is a ground because it's a black wire. Now, am I 100% sure that this is gonna fix our temperature reading problems? No. But I'm trying to be confident because it's a ground wire and it's the only thing I can find on this thing. So we're gonna go with that when we put it back together. So maybe we kill 2 birds with 1 stone this time. How do you like my box?
A little edgy.
A little edgy. Sorry I didn't sand it off smoother. Well, I'm gonna put the camera down. This job truly sucks. It goes in as hard as you can think. Okay, we're about this far in. We got crowbars and we're hitting it a lot. So, or bars. Someone's gonna complain on what it's called. So you have to take these hydraulic lines off to give yourself some movement and use a lot of cursing. We're getting closer. There's a lot of prying and hitting still, but it'll get in there at some point. I hope. The box ain't perfectly in yet, but we're hitting on these hoses right here.
I think those hoses need to come out because I think those hoses gotta go in the middle of these.
I know. We just gotta somehow get around. Well, Marcus took my light.
Well, you gotta pull those hoses back.
Oh.
Can you get them out?
Yep.
Okay. And then it'll go in.
You know, out sucked, but it's definitely easier than in. There. I had this box setting perfect, so when we put the plate in, it would line right up. Now it definitely bowed.
How's this going? It's coming slowly. Yeah.
We got the back bolts lined up that hold it from bouncing. Right now, Christoph is using a swivel with about 2 extensions, 3 extensions, and a hand ratchet to fit in there to be able to get this box tightened. After that, I can get these, those are the power steering hoses for the front piston. I can get that tightened onto the box, so that section's done. It's kind of one way of doing it, and you forget exactly how to do it. So you take about 2 steps forward and 1 backward because you forget something.
What the fuck is going on here? I don't know what this thing fit.
Well, I know it's a 13.
It's a 1/2 inch.
Oh, you have a 1/2 inch? Well, that's why. 13's a hair bigger than a 1/2 inch.
Is it?
Yeah. It goes 1/2 inch, 13, 14, 9/16.
13 on?
Yeah.
Fucking geesh.
I gave him a 13 socket, now it's working. So he's getting that tightened. This one we could have used an impact,
yes.
But for half of them you can't, so you might as well just finish it all up.
Yeah.
Raking shit?
You should technically take it off of all this.
No.
No, it's right on the other side.
Right. We got hydraulic lines. We got one of them tightened right there. That is for the hydraulic cooling system. It goes to the plumbs underneath, goes to the radiator, all that special jazzy stuff. This video is going to be probably titled "Working on a Box" or something, because 90% of it was this stupid thing.
The worst thing is, the time it took us.
No.
But we didn't work on it. We were in the woods all the time, so.
Yeah. And yeah, we only work. It's like what, 8 o'clock right now at night.
Between all these clips, we went through 2 windstorms.
No, this one might be out before tomorrow's windstorm.
Well, yeah, it'll be out by tomorrow, but the windstorm's tonight. So by the time they watch this, it'll be 2 windstorms.
Yeah. I haven't. Yeah, I recorded one of the damages. I just gotta go and actually record the other one, which I mean won't make sense for this video, but once that's out, everyone around here knows what happened. And once the YouTube sees it, they're going to be shaking their head probably too, because I can tell you, we were about as mad as it can be.
Right. Deja vu.
Yeah, that's what we'll name it.
But it wasn't the same shed.
Christoph, it was supposed to be a surprise.
It is a fucking surprise.
Anyways, yeah, so that's a little foreshadowing for maybe middle of next week.
This was on top of it.
It goes in there somewhere. I gotta put these the rub.
all this
It's in the cab. You want to grab it? The holders for behind the steel lines. I gotta put that on now.
And then we gotta put these on.
This?
Yes, that.
This.
Yeah. So
Electrical has to be
people on YouTube are like, well, how do you know how to put this back together? And the answer is we really don't.
Oh yeah. It'll go back together.
It'll go back together. Is it exactly how it's supposed to be?
good enough.
As long as that engine turns over, our drive shaft stays connected this time, and it drives, we did it right.
I finished tightening this up. I don't think I've tightened this. I stopped actually.
We are about to end for the night, but I figured I'm gonna end this video. It's 7:40. Like I was saying, we only work on this stuff after the woods once it's dark, so like 5 something when it's dark. And then this is the wire that I think is giving us our ground reading problems. So when I just pulled it out of here. This was cooked off and it had the one little strand. You see that how it's melting. But it had one strand connected, and I feel like this is possibly our issue. I mean, I'm hoping, because I really can't find anything else. Otherwise, I gotta send out the temperature gauge cluster, which it could be, but I really hope not. And then, yeah. So I'm gonna snip this, get it all new wired up and heat shrunk, and at least this problem is, at least not, maybe if it's not the problem, at least this thing is fixed too. And that goes on there.
But all this has to go in there too.
Yeah,
so we're gonna have
that's why I was gonna fix this first before we
then
flip
we'll
it,
leave that.
because this has to go.
Oh, to my side.
Yeah, we unhooked this quick connector so I can get it out here. This has to go underneath this, and then it gets plugged in here. Yes. And then you have to flip all this stuff over.
One set of wires come over here.
Yep, that goes underneath. Something gets bolted on here. It should just line up on its own. I think one of this is it.
That was close on the acres.
How many acres are on the... Freddie went and checked on the Big M.
1,888.
In how many years?
That's 2.5 years. Maybe. 2 and 3.
Well, yeah, we've done 3 years now.
Yeah, the only...
3 years minus 2 cuts.
Yep.
Because we didn't have it for 1 cut.
Yeah, you can finish your statement.
It was 3 years minus 2 cuts, because at one time the alternator blew, and then obviously we didn't get it until 2nd cut.
The very first year when we bought it.
Yes. So.
But we were just wondering how many acres it had on it.
Yeah.
Don't worry, that mower's not going anywhere. What does a new one cost?
A lot.
I heard it's around 600,000 now.
600,000 for that brand new Big M 450.
With auto steer.
That's the sales pitch. These come with auto steer. I can, Birdie, your left hand and your right hand better be pretty damn good.
They are good. I am auto steer.
Yeah.
I get to bitching sometimes, but it's good enough.
Yeah. When the rate guy starts bitching about the windrows being curvy, get off the phone.
You get so many phone calls for shit.
Yeah, but there is no way that Big M is going anywhere with the price of the new ones, because I gotta say, we bought it just in time because they just did a price hike this year. Yeah, but those things are way too expensive now. We bought it just in the right when they were still cheaper, and it was still expensive.
Yeah.
But
it does make the farm more efficient.
Yes, it makes the raking 1 pass for doing 64 feet in 1 pass. Yeah. So that saves our rake on acres because of the mergers, and
it does a good drying.
Very fast drying time. No more tedding. Sometimes in 5th cut, we have had a ted. Not denying when you try mowing in a rainstorm because you're getting pissed off because it's raining and it doesn't stop raining. But other than that, we never have to worry. And within a couple hours,
it's like a new year.
everything is going so good this year. Well, we will never have to TED this year, I think.
Everything's going so good, he goes.
This is.
I want you to say that on the camera tomorrow morning.
Yeah, we have another windstorm coming, and this man goes, "It's a new year. Everything's going great. We're already down one shed."
New year, new me, right?
Oh my gosh. Yep.
Alright, fuck it. Let's go.
Yep. So, anyways, that's the end of the video. This is not going to be put together in one video.
Well, it should be done tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll look on it.
Yep.
We'll fix that one wire and then
Yeah, I got it in my hand. I was showing them, but I got to get some heat shrinking stuff. So.
we'll fix it tomorrow morning.
Alrighty. So thanks for watching. I know I'm
Kind of
slacking,
slacking on the videos right now,
but if nothing's interesting and
we're unless you want to see Wood's video, a lot of chainsawing at this point for fixing damage, but that's all we've been doing. We do got some projects coming up,
we do.
but you have to hold on a little bit.
I think the content will get very good in the coming months. And once it's all out, everyone will understand another reason why we've been slacking.
Yeah.
Very busy.
I guess got one tree here. I don't know.
It was a tree.
I don't know if that's the
Those
same
are all
one.
uprooted.
Yeah. I guess probably don't want to.
There's nothing interested.
No, it's just a lot of trees up. It goes, I think. Everything's just fucking down.
Anyways, you can see what the 75 to 80. Ooh, look at that.
So, yeah.
75 to 80 mile an hour wind did. And I gotta say, we were very fortunate on our sugarwood damage compared to a lot of people.
Yeah, there's people that have it worse, obviously.
So.
You got 10 days of cutting.
Oh, I'm not saying we didn't get no damage, but
Yeah.
I can't be.
We can set it back up.
Yeah, we kind of had a plan of what we wanted to do the next month, and this threw us
2 weeks behind at
a
least.
little wrench in that plan. So,
But you know,
We'll get everything
I
done.
do think once the news is revealed on YouTube, the people that don't know will understand why we're slacking on videos. We're just busy and we have a lot of work to do. But when that comes out, you'll know. And yeah, so till then, I'll be puttering around, putting a video out every now and then.
yeah.
So thanks for watching, and until the next one.